Alright, so here's the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra. Let's dive in and see what's going on over here. So let's tap this button, bring up the Air Command menu. I'm going to go into create my notes. Okay, I'm going to maximize this note and I'm just going to write something here. Okay, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful handwriting. I can pick any pen that I want from the Samsung Notes and start writing that way. Hey guys, Sak here from SAKITECH, and in today's video we are going to be unboxing the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra. Now this one happens to be in phantom silver color. So let's unbox it, do a first time setup and an initial review of this product. So let me just show you the case. It has in fact gotten smaller, as you know. So it is in fact much thinner now, but on the front it says S21 Ultra 5G. So let's lift off the box and see what's inside. Okay. So there we go, put this to the side. We have a little protected film over here, put it over here as well. And there's the phone right there. I'm gonna grab the phone, flip it over, and you can see that gorgeous silver, phantom silver color. So real quick, I'm gonna grab it, I'm gonna put it to the side right over here. Let's see what's in the box. If there's anything special here, lift that up, okay? There's nothing here, so everything is inside this additional box, as you can see. Now when I open the box up, we have a couple leaflets here, okay? And then we have a USB Type-C to Type-C cable, and that is in fact what you get in the box. If you do need a charger, you're just gonna have to go out and buy that separately. All right, so let's put everything aside, okay? And divert our attention to the main dish right here and do a quick tour around the device. All right, so here we do have the phone and we have a beautiful silver matte finish. So as you know, I hate the shiny finishes on the rear of the phones. That makes it a fingerprint magnet. This one is nice and matte. It's not going to pick up any fingerprints. Definitely not as bad as a shiny back. And the other thing that I like is on the camera array here, we also have a matte finish. So that's not going to be shiny either, which is an additional plus. But let's talk about the cameras real quick. So on the top here, we have the 12 megapixel ultra wide camera. Now this guy here is the main 108 megapixels camera that's going to be able to take some amazing shots. And then over here we have a 10 megapixel telephoto camera. That's the first camera, the first telephoto camera. And then over here we have the second 10 megapixel telephoto camera. So this phone does have two telephoto cameras for special zoom shots. And then we have a flashlight right here and a laser autofocus sensor for super fast focusing while you're taking video and photos. Now let's look at the rest of the device. At the bottom, okay, we have the USB Type-C port. We have the SIM card tray that does not have a micro SD expansion option anymore. We have one speaker right here. On this side, we do have a shiny finish around the edges, the volume rocker, the power button. On the top, we have a bunch of microphones, but nothing else. And then on the other side, it's all nice and clean. And there's that camera bump. As you can see, it is not as bad, doesn't look as bad as the previous camera bumps in terms of size. So that's the tour around the device. Now let's turn this on and set this up for the very first time. All right, so as you can see, we have the phone turned on for the very first time. I'm gonna tap on start to set this up. But I do want to let you know real quick, we do have a 40 megapixel camera on the front on the S21 Ultra for some super sharp selfies. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna agree to all the terms except for the optional ones. I'm gonna tap on next, okay? And then it's gonna ask me to pick a network. So let me quickly pick a Wi-Fi network and connect to that. Let me dump in my password and we are good to go. We are connected. I'm gonna tap on next. All right, beautiful screen, by the way. That's a 6.8 inch screen. It's a Quad HD Plus resolution, one of the highest resolutions you can get on a phone these days. And of course, it is in fact super bright. So the phone is getting ready. So it's asking me, do I want to copy apps and data over to this phone? What I'm going to do is, I'm not going to do a copy, but if you want to copy from your other phone, you can tap on next and you can pick any one of these options. You can use your old device to transfer all your data from one phone to the other by tapping on next. and choosing the options from here. I'm just going to set this up as a brand new device, all right? So I'm going to tap on Don't Copy. It's going to say just a second. It's going to be checking for some information. And of course, you do have to sign in with your Google account if you want full functionality. You can skip. I'm going to just dump in my credentials. So that's all done. It's getting the account information. I do want to let you know the resolution on this phone is 3200 by 1440 for the actual screen, just so you guys know. So let's tap on more. I'm just going to agree to everything for now, just to make it a quick and easy solution. Now, I do want to set up a fingerprint. Remember, this phone has a larger fingerprint sensor than the Note 20 Ultra and the S20 Ultra, so I'm going to see how well it reacts. So let's tap on Continue. First, it's going to ask me to pick a PIN number. So let me pick something really simple here, okay, just for the sake of the video, but you want to pick something very secure. Then let's do star scanning with the center. So let's start the setup. Okay, wow, that was a quick read. Adjust the position of the finger a little bit. Okay. Now the surface area of the actual sensor is larger than the previous models. That should translate to faster fingerprint unlocks. So the fingerprint has been added. Do you want to add another one? You can. I'm just going to say next for now. We're going to test that in a second. Phone is getting ready. And now I'm just going to log in with my Samsung account as well, which I recommend you do also. So all these options are optional. I highly recommend not checking any one of these up for now. It is going to save you some headache later. So tap on More. Do not choose anything that says optional. Tap on Agree. Okay. So after I log in, it brings me to this screen, and I can actually add a name and update my profile from here. That's something new. I've not seen that before. Close on this one. But I'm going to go down. I'm going to tap the back button here. And once you do that, it says you're all set up. I'm going to tap on Finish. We should be dumped into our home screen. There it is. All right, so let's give the fingerprint a quick try. So here it is. I'm going to tap over here. Boom. You know what? That does feel better. It's not like it's 10 times better, but I do feel a slight increase in the ease of recognition. So let me try that one more time. I'm going to turn this off. Double tap. Let's see. Okay, very good. Again, nothing dramatic, but there is a slight improvement. All right, so let me quickly pinch the screen. Okay, I'm going to go to my wallpapers, pick something a little bit brighter so it looks better on the camera. So let's pick this one right here. That looks pretty good to me. So set on lock screen, it says. Okay, let me go down here. Here's the one that is for the home screen and the lock screen. So I'm going to tap on that as well. But if I do go up here, you can see these three on the top are video wallpapers designed for the lock screen, and they have these special effects, as you can see. So these are unique video wallpapers for the S21 series. Let me show you what they all look like so you can get a feel for it. Okay, nice and cool animations, as you can see. This is the same, but with a different color. Okay, so I think you've seen enough. So 3 new video wallpapers for the lock screen. Let's move on. So the next thing I'm going to quickly show you guys, because it's a Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra, I'm going to go to the settings, okay? I'm going to go into my display, and I do want to let you know, first and foremost, this is running One UI 3.1. So there's some modifications. So if I scroll down a little bit, this is new, the Eye Comfort Shield. Instead of saying blue light filter, they just renamed it to the Eye Comfort Shield. But the big thing with the S21 series is, with the Ultra, is if you go to motion smoothness, if you have it on adaptive, you can also go back and you can have it on the highest screen resolution, which I'm about to do right now. I'm going to tap on Apply. Okay, perfect. By the way, when I select that, you can see it says sharpest visuals. It says most battery use. So just something to keep in mind. If you have it here, you're going to have moderate battery use, but improved visuals. But if you have it here, sharpest, highest battery consumption. So let's keep it like this for now. Let me just turn off the adaptive brightness. I'm going to keep it like this. I like to keep it, control this manually. The screen is going to be super bright. This is going to be the brightest Samsung smartphone on the market. Goes all the way up to 1500 nits of peak brightness. Quite incredible. So let me go back here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change my navigation buttons here. I like the back on this side. So I'm going to go down a little bit. I'm going to go to navigation bar. I'm going to say flip the button orders. That's the way I like it. Of course, you can go in and you can go for the swipe gestures if you so desire. I just like to have the button. All right, so let's go back here. One more thing I'm going to show you guys real quick. If I go all the way down, if I go to About Phone, if I tap on Software Information, again, One UI 3.0. Android 11, tap this a couple times, you get this thing right here. So that's fantastic. Let's go out. One more new thing. If I pinch the screen, if I scroll over with One UI 3.5, you have the option to choose Samsung Free, which in my opinion is pretty useless, or you can go for Google Discover, which is what you should set by default. But if you don't want anything, you can turn this off. So when you're in the home screen, you swipe over, you see nothing. But if you like to have your Google snapshot or your Samsung Free snapshot, you can have it enabled. So when I swipe over, it's simply going to show me my Google feed that is relevant to me, which is pretty cool. Now overall, the phone looks just like any other Samsung smartphone, even the ones that came before it, obviously. One UI 3.1 is not that different from 3.0 with slight modifications. I'll be making a video on that as well very soon. But when it comes to settings, mostly you can expect to see the same features you see on other recent flagship Samsung phones. So if I go to my advanced features here, we have basically all the same options. Of course, this is also compatible with S Pen. Now if I click on this, you get all these options right here, okay? Now here's an S Pen I have right next to me, right over here. I'm going to be making a detailed video in regards to the S Pen, but you do get the same exact options you get on a Samsung Galaxy Note device. You have all these various options with some minor limitations. Remember, this S Pen right here does not have Bluetooth functionality, so it cannot be used as a remote control. But when it comes to writing, that's not a problem. So let's tap this button, bring up the Air Command menu. I'm going to go into Create My Notes. Okay, I'm going to maximize this note, and I'm just going to write something here. Okay, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful handwriting. I can pick any pen that I want from the Samsung Notes and start writing that way, and you have all the features that Samsung Notes brings to the table with the S Pen. So again, that's the S Pen functionality. If I go back here, we have the Air View option, okay? What you're not gonna see here is the Bluetooth S Pen controls, at least with this pen right here that does not have Bluetooth functionality. Now, if I go back over here, again, we see everything else. Let's go back over here. If I go all the way down, if I go into my device care, it's the same as any other smartphone, not a huge difference over here, okay? So that's a quick look, initial review of the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra. Stay tuned for more videos to come that are going to be in much more detail. Any questions, comments, or concerns, drop them down below and let me know. And for now, guys, have a fantastic day, all right?